Hello, lovely soccer fans, and welcome to the show once again. And in this episode, I'm going to look at review West Ham 3, Chelsea 2. It was a sad weekend for Chelsea fans, and myself included. And I'm going to look at the game. Chelsea's loss comes with so many questions. Before I start the analysis, if it happens to be your first time of joining me on this platform, please hit the subscribe button, touch the notification bell, share the notification bell, share the program to as many viewers as possible. The reason why you touch the notification bell is when you do so, anytime I upload a video, you will be alerted accordingly. Yes, smash the like button if you enjoy my presentation. Comment to agree or disagree with me in the comment box down below, comment box down below, and share to as many viewers as possible. Chelsea's loss comes with so many questions, though it's unfortunate that we lost and we are out of the first position with respect to the title race. But it's fortunate for us to lose, to learn so many lessons, because considering the fact that we've been playing poorly for some time now. Remember in the game against Manchester United, Watford, even against Burnley prior to the last international break, and then now West Ham United. So we have to pay price for that poor performance there, for that shambolic performance there. And our midfield, with respect, when it comes to the matters of title race, there are some areas which needs critical attention with respect to how the team is shaping up. And yeah, our midfield is a concern. Yeah, it's a concern because normally, remember last season, those of you who have been watching Chelsea games, our primary midfielders, let me list them before I continue with my analysis. Is the match review all right, but I will intertwine it with the analysis of the midfield, which is a concern now, and I will later come back to the analysis of the matches in between, because our midfield failed, and that caused us so many problems. You saw Jorginho giving some back passes to Mendy, which he wasn't supposed to have given it back to Mendy, though they both were at fault for the goal. And any team which has to sustain his challenge with respect to title aspiration needs to have proper, solid midfielders. And Chelsea's primary midfielders are Kante, Kovacic, and then Jorginho. Right? Normally, N'Golo Kante, there's question mark on him since last season. As you know, we've been managing him. His injury, he's getting some injuries, comes back in and out. If you quite remember, even at the tail end of last season, in our last game against Aston Villa, which was crucially an important game, just like the Champions League game against Manchester City, Champions League final, we had to choose between one, and we rested him in the Villa game, and we played him in the finals against City, and we won the Champions League. Remember that? So we had to prioritize Kante and allow other players to play in the Aston Villa game, and we lost that one. Hence, Tottenham Hotspur defeated Leicester City. That was the reason why Chelsea were fourth on the league log. Other than that, our performance alone wasn't enough to have merited us being fourth, except that Leicester City lost their final game. That was why we were fourth there. And on the final day, if you quite remember, Liverpool also overtook us. We were third prior going to the last game. We were third, Liverpool fourth, Leicester fifth, and Liverpool overtook us, and Leicester failed to win. That was why we went fourth. Other than that, we would have been fifth last season. And Kante played in the Champions League and we won. Since that, Chelsea should have realized that if Kante, who is our strong midfielder among the three, is having problems, we needed someone like Tuchel or Declan Rice. Yeah, in the summer, before even Lukaku was got. We were talking about a midfield, but by some design, Chelsea didn't go in the market for midfield. Though I understand now Loftus-Cheek is there, Conor Gallagher should have remained. The only mistake was that if even we wouldn't bought any midfielder, Conor Gallagher should have remained in the team. But we took him out to Crystal Palace. And I understand he also wants so many football actions and wouldn't want to be tagged as second choice in Chelsea, and that was why he went to the loan. And I support his decision to go on loan, and now he's proving himself to Chelsea hierarchy that he can fit into the team whenever he's back. Yeah, and when you look at the situation that we are facing, normally when N'Golo Kante, we are managing him, is now injury on and off. Normally Kovacic steps in. Now Kovacic too is out, 6 weeks out now. He's injured, and that is the issue that we are facing now. Kovacic is injured now for 6 weeks now. Normally, it's all like him. He's been fit always, and now, unfortunately, we have to be confronted with him being unfit once again. Hence, that is the reason why Chelsea is suffering now. Normally, if Kante was absent, Kovacic and Jorginho would have been playing. But now, even Kovacic is not available. As at, by the time of coming to do this, recording this review analysis, I was told Kovacic is fit and may start training this week, and I don't know if he will be fit for the Champions League against Zenit St. Petersburg. That will be another thing altogether. I think Ross Barkley should have stepped in the immediate solution that we have now currently is Ross Barkley before the January transfer window, and we should have sorted out that midfield scenario. Kante is an excellent midfielder and grade 1 for that matter. Kovacic is good, but he has his issues with respect to his defensive awareness. And now that his fitness is also coming in, another difficult thing for Chelsea to contend with. And Jorginho is good, but how good is Jorginho? Jorginho, he really has his positive, but we are talking of a midfielder who can shoot. Yeah, even Kovacic doesn't like shooting. I don't know why. And only Kante occasionally shoots. So that is the kind of midfielders we are currently have with when we were used to Ballack, Essien and Lampard. You see, that is where we find ourselves in. And when you compare us to Liverpool and Manchester City, they have strong combative midfielders. The Fabinhos, the Jordan Hendersons, the Rodris. You see, those are the kinds of team we are competing with. And when we talk about Liverpool and Man City, even in our chat on Fifth Stand, let me bring it here. Somebody, when I was talking about Liverpool's players' fitness, he was annoyed with me and say, why didn't I join Liverpool? And I told him, I can't join Liverpool. I'm a paid member of Chelsea. I love Chelsea. That's why I'm in Chelsea. You see, so our members, some of our fans don't want to hear the bitter truth that we need some reshuffling and we need to replace some players. Yeah, Jorginho won the Champions League with us, yes, but I think after his contract in 2023, it shouldn't be renewed. We have to start planning after Jorginho, because we won't be left with midfielder who cannot shoot. That is the kind of sad situation we are compelled to face right now as Chelsea. And coming back to the match itself, Chelsea had a dominant performance in the game. We're leading 2-1 even when the mistake of a penalty came. Jorginho back pass to Mendy, and Mendy was supposed to have cleared the ball first hand, but he made a mistake, and the West Ham player went on Team Gerrard Bowen, and he won penalty, and Lanzini converted it to equalize before Mason Mount scored a spectacular goal, which was supposed to have been the winner, but unfortunately, through errors, it turned out that Chelsea conceded 2 more goals to lose the game. Yeah, so going forward, I think Mendy had his poor game in Chelsea shirt when he did this. I think his poor game for Chelsea. And Jorginho has been giving 3 goals recently against Manchester United to Jadon Sancho, and then to West Ham, this penalty. And last season to Arsenal, he gave a free goal to Smith Rowe when he was about to give a back pass to Kepa Arrizabalaga. So he's been giving some silly goals to opponents. So that is with Jorginho now. The better we start planning ahead of him, then maybe he will sustain it till the end of this season, and possibly we cash in on him. Yeah, and Chelsea's squad, this squad is good, but I said I will have belief in our ability to win the championship or the Premier League title after January, when we are still on top, because December seems to be a difficult month for Chelsea. Yeah, it's a difficult month for Chelsea always, and it's topsy-turvy. We won against Watford, and now West Ham has beaten us. So until we negotiate December successfully, the chance for winning the league is not clear, though the title race is still quite open. Mind you, Chelsea is not out of the title race. Let me give you the ratings for the game. Edouard Mendy had 5/10, Silva 7/10, Rudiger 5, Christensen, I'll give him 4. Though, I'll give Christensen 4, Alonso 4, Jorginho 3, Loftus-Cheek 5. We have James 6, Mount 7, Ziyech 6, Havertz 6.5, and Lukaku came in the second half but didn't offer anything. I'm thinking Lukaku is just coming back from his injury, and hopefully he will bounce back strongly, gradually. And I don't know if the Champions League should be given to him to relaunch his fitness, and it's difficult now for us. And so far, those are the talking points behind the game now, and the title race is still wide open. Man City is now on top, followed by Liverpool, and now Chelsea has fallen third. Over the last week we were first, now we are third. So this is the situation we find ourselves in. And Thomas Tuchel, I do believe, is still the best coach for the team right now. He should be given more time to build a strong team, but I think Ross Barkley should be given opportunities. You can't tell me in his post-match interview he said Jorginho was not that fit. Was playing with back pain. It's an insult to even the players on the bench. When we have somebody like Ross Barkley on the bench who can partner with Robin Loftus-Cheek, and you tend to play Jorginho who is half fit? That is the mistake that Tuchel made, and I think it's a mistake that shouldn't be repeated, though I still think he's the best man for the job. So if it happens to be your first time of watching me on this platform, please do well to hit the subscribe button, touch the notification bell, share the program to as many viewers as possible, smash the like button if you enjoy my presentation, comment to agree or disagree with me in the comment box down below. This is where I'll draw the curtains down on today's analysis of this shambolic Chelsea performance against West Ham. We hope to bounce back against Zenit St. Petersburg on Wednesday, and then against Leeds United on Saturday. Cheers, I love you guys. Still blue is the color. Bye-bye.